Hello. I've finished reading Simon Blackburn's response to William Clifford's The Ethics of Belief. And Blackburn seemed to like it. I think he did like it. But brought up, I think, 2 or 3 more things. While I was reading it, I remembered something. Me reading it that I didn't bring up that I think is important. That this whole belief as a public matter that Clifford brings up, I feel like that could cause someone to be happy. It doesn't inevitably lead to a person becoming unhappy from believing that belief is public property, but it can, because it's not like a self-centric type of view of belief, to where belief is objective, and I do science and I observe, and that's how I come to belief. Like that's how I thought it was at first, which sounds reasonable. But the problem with belief as a public matter is that it's sort of like if I think my neighbor has a wrong belief, then if I interpret Clifford in a certain way, it can lead to being unhappy, because it's like that my neighbor, wrong belief, he's committing crimes against humanity. This is awful. I had to go show him that my belief's the right belief. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with saying I think my neighbor has a wrong belief, so I might over time try to convince him that my belief's the right one. I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with that. It's when you take Clifford too seriously, to the point to where their belief is wrong and a crime against humanity, and it's directly hurting me because his wrong belief directly destroys humanity, and I should feel awful about it. I should feel sad and depressed, because everyone else's belief is my business, because everyone's belief is everybody's business, because we're all in this together. We're all one unit, one being. We're not really individuals when it comes to belief. It's a public matter. So I feel like, and Clifford does seem sort of frustrated he comes off as frustrated when he's writing, and I'm just saying I feel like happiness is a virtue to strive for, human flourishing and all that. And I feel like it could be detrimental to achieving happiness if you worry too much about what other people feel and whatnot, what they believe. But on a side note, or not really a side note, it's a whole new topic that Blackburn brought up that was in there that I overlooked. And this is actually pretty good, that I think I agree with on Clifford. And that was the whole idea that people are born people. They're not born Muslims or born Catholics or Christians or Jews. They're not born Hindu. And Clifford makes the point that you shouldn't accept anything because your parents or the people around you believe it, and your beliefs shouldn't be based on what you're brought up as. They should be based on what you think is right. On that point, I think Clifford is correct, and well, that's fine. You hear this a lot. Oh, I'm. What religion are you? I was born a Christian. I always respond to that. Well, I didn't ask you what you were born as. I mean, what religion are you now? That's the question. Whenever someone says I was born in a certain religion, I don't really see them as part of that religion until they say I am this religion, or I am part of this religion. If they don't say that, then I think there might be an agnostic leaning, which isn't so bad after all, I think. That's 2 more points I thought of. it's very difficult to come up with any more points because the essay is pretty short and the Blackbourn's response is pretty short. So it's hard to come up with lots of points. The plus side though is it's very easy to read. This Blackbourn book, I think it's only like 100 pages. It's written for someone who's not even really into philosophy that much. Which, given that this is really only my first official year of philosophic study at university, this is really useful. That's why I'm keeping this thing. So, see what the analytics are thinking about. Yeah. Even if I don't agree with everything, it's still good for getting a picture of it.